Hamas has returned 2 more bodies of Israeli hostages, but claims it cannot retrieve the remaining deceased hostages from the ruins of Gaza. The group's armed wing states it is committed to the U.S.-brokered ceasefire deal, yet requires specialized equipment and time to recover the rest of the dead. The Israeli Prime Minister's office confirms the receipt of coffins containing the bodies of hostages, now awaiting official identification. The IDS urges the public to act with sensitivity and wait for official identification, which will first be communicated to the families of the deceased hostages. Senior U.S. advisors argue that Hamas has acted in good faith by returning live hostages and is working to find and return the remains of hostages. However, if the 2 bodies returned on Wednesday night are confirmed to be hostages, 19 remain unaccounted for in Gaza, and Hamas is required to return all 28 dead hostages as part of the first phase of the Gaza peace plan. The group's armed wing acknowledges the challenge, stating that the remaining bodies require significant efforts and specialized equipment to search for and retrieve. Israel, meanwhile, has said it will not compromise on hostage returns. Emphasizing that the mission is not complete, the Israeli defense minister has instructed the IDF to prepare a comprehensive plan to defeat Hamas in Gaza in the event of a renewed war. After meeting senior generals, Israel Katz stated that the military must be prepared to act if Hamas refuses to implement the peace plan. The latest repatriations came after Israel discovered that 1 of 4 bodies returned by Hamas on Tuesday was not one of the missing hostages. The other 3 deceased were identified as Tamir Nimrodi, 20, Eitan Levy, 53, and Uriel Baruch, 35, by the Hostages Families Forum. The UN humanitarian chief, Tom Fletcher, has urged Israel to immediately open all crossings into Gaza for humanitarian aid, as called for in the ceasefire plan. He emphasizes the need for Hamas to make strenuous efforts to return all the bodies of the deceased hostages and allow a massive surge of humanitarian aid. The U.S. advisors also mentioned that the U.S. is working with Israel to create safe spaces behind the yellow line for people to flee if they feel under threat from Hamas. In the long term, the advisors do not see a future for Hamas to govern parts of Gaza. The current focus is on deconfliction to allow aid to flow into Gaza and reconstruction to begin, with an international security force still in its early stages.